and welcome back to another two-handed pre-recorded Marvel Champions, I can't call it a live play, gameplay video. Today we're going to be starting actually a Sinister Motives campaign expansion. We're going to be running through the campaign two-handed, so we're going to be using SPDR and Spider-Woman. And I'll talk about the decks here in a second, but we're going to be running through an expert campaign of Sinister Motives. I kind of wanted to, I've never played a campaign two-handed, so I wanted to try and do that. Now these videos will be coming out fairly quickly. Typically I try to release two-handed playthroughs on Fridays, but because of some travel, I have pre-recorded these and they will be more frequent than that. So it won't be a month and a half before we have the resolution of the campaign. Ideally, it should be pretty soon. So we are going to be just playing through the normal campaign with all the recommended mod sets and all of that good stuff. I actually have not played this campaign in a long time, and so I'm excited. I've played a lot of the villains from the campaign, but I haven't actually played the campaign storyline for a while. So we'll go through and we'll read all of that good stuff. Let's talk about the decks before we do that. Now, when I play two-handed, at least the last couple of times I've played two-handed, I have built decks so that one of them kind of supports the other. This is not necessarily that. What we're doing here is we've built kind of a spider ecosystem, I guess is the best way to say it. But I kind of wanted to play Web Warriors with a spider character that does not have the Web Warrior printed, and so that is Jessica Drew, and then we have the Web Warrior who is not spider named with Penny Parker. So I'm going to set this aside for one quick second, and we're going to talk about let's talk about Jessica's deck first. So Jessica is the one running Web of Life and Destiny, so whenever a Web Warrior ally leaves play, choose a player, that player draws one card. A lot of the times, the card is significantly more valuable for SPDR. A lot of the times. Now, what's nice about this symbiotic strength, which is a mod set, no, the symbiotic nature of these two decks is that it is very flexible. Either of these characters can focus on card draw, but Jessica has a couple more ways to get into more and better card draws, so a lot of the times we're going to be going with SPDR. So we are running a blue-green Jessica Drew deck. So one of the cool things about Jessica Drew is she gets to pick two aspects. She has to run a equal number of cards from both of those aspects. And we're running a protection leadership build. So we're running with some of the protection Web Warrior allies. So Silk, Spider-Man, Miles, and Spider UK. Now Spider UK is kind of, I'm not going to say the biggest ally that we're focusing around, but he's going to be one of our big defenders because whenever he defends against an attack, deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to the number of Web Warrior cards we control. Ideally, that will be minimum 3 because we have Web of Life and Destiny, and we are going to be running Warrior of the Great Web. Now, this is actually something that I've never run before. I don't necessarily think it's a good card, but I wanted to try it out. So this says that you attach to a character with Spider in its title, so that could be Spider-Woman. And attached character gains the Web Warrior trait, and then after a Web Warrior ally leaves play, the attached character gets +1 attack till the end of the phase. Now we're running 2 of these for consistency, but also we may want to drop one of these on an ally, maybe over here in Spider's kit, which we will talk about here soon. But Spider UK, if he defends and if he defends and he kills the minion, then we can Hangar Bay and ready Spider UK up to defend again. Then we got Maria Hill because multiplayer running with Maria Hill is so good. So we're going to be running Maria Hill. Triskelion to increase our ally slots. We're running 3 Make the Calls and 2 Command Teams. So there are a couple of options. Jessica Drew's signature ally, Captain Marvel, is a very good ally. Every time that you make a basic activation with Captain Marvel, you get to draw a card. And so this is a really good card draw engine. And so if we can combine it with command teams to ready her, innovations, and med teams to heal her, then we get a lot of benefit from Captain Marvel. We also have rapid responses to pull her back, or maybe a Web Warrior. Now, the Web Warriors are a little weird because the Web Warriors in this deck are mostly want to stay in play or want to come into play from your hand. So like Spider-Man Miles is from your hand, and then Spider or Silk is also from your hand. So rapid response doesn't necessarily work, but it could fuel another card draw with Warrior of the Great Web. So there's a little bit of flexibility here. Now the idea of these two decks, we'll see if it works. I have not played either of these, so we'll see. Is once we get Warrior of the Great Web, after a Web Warrior ally leaves play, then we get a card draw as well as +1 attack until the end of the phase. So we're running bait and switch, and then also over here in our aggression deck, we're running 3 copies of Toe to Toe. So these are both cards that have a benefit that requires the villain to attack you. Now, the weird thing about Warrior of the Great Web is you get it until the end of the phase, and so if you jump block in the villain phase, you don't really get a huge benefit for running Warrior of the Great Web. And so we have bait and switch, which removes threat, and then we have toe to toe, which deals damage, but we can also throw our Web Warrior allies in front of them to get our benefits. Another way to kill them off would be Thwip Thwip. So deal 1 damage to a Web Warrior character you control, place up to 2 stun status cards on up to 2 enemies. So just a little bit more flexibility. Stunning can be pretty strong, and really this is also if we do a basic attack with whoever, or if we do a basic thwart with Hobby, and we can thwip Hobby, and then deal he leaves play, and then then we get the stun status. Now I say Hobby, even though it is in Spider's deck, that's the reason we're running 3 Make the Calls, and that's the reason that Spider is running all of the gray allies, is that the Make the Call can pull allies from Spider's deck, and so there's a little bit of flexibility, and that's why you don't see a lot of the gray allies in this deck. We have Reinforced Suit, which is probably going to go on Captain Marvel or Peter Parker. So Peter Parker is one of the allies that we're running, which is just a after Spider-Man attacks or thwarts, choose another Web Warrior character, ready that character. And so depending on where Spider-Man ends up, where Peter ends up, it could be under Jessica's or under Spider's control, depending on if we've made the call. Reinforced Suit is an option for here. We're only running one of those because I couldn't find another green card that I wanted to run, and we had to have even. Also, the deck lists are below if you want to check those out. We got a Quinn Carrier, Death Focus, and our doubles. So that is kind of Jessica's deck, all about, just having the right allies enter and leave play and keeping the right allies on the table. It is kind of really the entire decks and how they work together is very, very ally focused, which sounds fun. I don't know. It also is kind of fun going up against Sandman, who does indirect damage and then overkill damage, and so it makes it a little bit harder to chump block for us. But that, I think, is probably by design when they printed this box. So I did kind of want to keep it thematic. The way that I've justified putting Maria in there is that there's a lot of shield stuff that goes on with this box, and so that's why it's a thematic build with with Maria in there. So Jessica, her deck is over there. I've talked about Spider's deck slightly. It's got a lot of the gray allies, so Peter, Miles, Hobby, Ghost Spider, Otto. We've got Nick, just because Nick works so well. One of the Spider's weaknesses is her small hand size, so any form of card draw is very, very strong for her. And she has a lot of resource generators on the table, so getting the high cost cards out is not as difficult as getting the high cost in your hand. We're running Across the Spider-Verse. Honestly, I probably would run this in Jessica Drew's deck as well if I had a second copy of it. I don't, so here we go. Across the Spider-Verse. Exhaust a Web Warrior card you control, search your discard pile for a Web Warrior ally and put it into play. Then choose a player. That player can spend 3 resources to repeat this ability. We're running Psylocke for Confused to allow us to roll down a little bit safer. We don't have a Justice player at the table. Now we do have a lot of threat mitigation with kind of the allies and everything, but it is also nice to just have some security in rolling down. Lockjaw and Machine Man are also just our resource dumps. So we can, a lot of times Penny will have more resources than she knows what to do with. These are solutions for that. We've already talked about toe to toe. We got 2 combat trainings. So one goes on SPDR, one goes on Spider Woman. The idea behind the combat trainings is Jessica Drew, if we have one maybe 2 Web Warrior allies leave play. Then Jessica Drew gets, a +1 attack, +2 attack, and then if she plays a red card, she get, or I guess she wouldn't be playing. Well, she could play a red card. If she plays a blue card, it's a +1. So now she's at 2, 4 attack. Combat training takes her to 5, so she can get pretty nasty pretty quick. Then we got all the 14 HP toys, the unshakable, limitless staminas, assess the situations to give you that +1 hand size. It's kind of low hand size heroes really like assess. We got Helicarrier, Avengers, and then our doubles. So that's kind of the idea behind the decks. I'm hoping that they work out well. That'd be kind of funny if they don't. But we will go through. We're playing campaigns, so we're gonna get all the really fun rewards. I mean, like we had the option, or we don't have the option of running Symbiote Suit, but I do think Symbiote Suit works really well for honestly kind of both of them, but specifically SPDR. I think our Symbiote Suit is really good. So if we get that perk, then that will be something that we have some fun with. Yeah. I guess that's kind of all I had to talk about the decks. I'm excited. I haven't run like a Web Warrior two-handed shenanigan play. We'll see how that goes. Also, I am running 41 cards in SPDR. I like it less than you do. So I'm okay with running with higher cards. Jessica's deck is at a 45. A lot of card draw. With SPDR, I do like to keep it as low as possible, but here we are. Where did I put that? Okay. So we've got downtown Manhattan. Miles, there's an issue around 66th and 1st. We need you there immediately. Hey, Fury, I was just thinking about you. How was your trip? Did you see dolphins? Miles, take care of it. Okay, fine. We're on our way. Oh, and there's Sandman, Upper East Side. Go in from the left. I'll come in from behind. Got it. Whoosh. Splat. There we go. We're up the Sandman. So almost as he was prepared for a fight, Sandman unleashes a deluge of dust upon you, sandblasting the surrounding buildings and filling large portions of the streets with tidal sands. Though people in the area try their hardest to escape, the surging sands have become too much and the battle rages on. There are civilians in desperate need of rescue. Put the public outcry environment into play in standard mode. We're using expert mode. So this comes in with 6 notoriety counters. And it says after a minion is defeated or a side scheme is defeated, we remove one of these counters. Once it goes away, it depletes. We get the victory point, which is really useful for the reputation track. And while it's still out, we do have a hazard icon, meaning that we're going to be resolving one additional encounter card every turn. We shuffle the Smear Campaign Treachery into the deck. I think I put it in there actually already. Yeah, there it is. Choose one campaign community service side scheme at random. Shuffle that side scheme into the encounter deck. And then so I guess technically yeah. Community service would be in there. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. So set up searching encounter deck in city streets for the city streets environment and put it in play. Put 4 sand counters on it. Now we are going to put what it looks like 2 additional sand counters and then resolve the sand counter streets. So actually, technically, I think we first do the Sandman here. So when revealed, resolve Surging Sands ability. Surging Sands ability, just as a refresher for me and you all. Place 1 sand counter here. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of sand counters here. And we can exhaust the character to remove sand counters from here equal to that character's attack. So we're going to do 1 and discard 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the obligations are supposed to be in there based off rules reference 1.5, but on that one, if we had discarded the campaign card, we would have put it back. And then the campaign setup, we place 2 additional counters here, and then we resolve Searching Sands. So we're going to start with 8 counters. I'm going to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that, we're already starting way down below. This says forced response after an acceleration token is placed on this game. Deal 3 indirect damage to the first player. Starts with 2 threat per player, so that's going to be 4. We threat out at 9 per player, so that is 18. We want to not have minions. We want to not have side schemes. We want to get victory points. We want to save the city. That's what we're doing. We're going to start with Jessica Drew being our first player because she does have Maria Hill, and that Maria Hill card draw could be very, very good on the first turn. So let's go ahead, and she gets 6 cards. She also has the action to look at the top card of any deck, limit once per round, so we kind of have flexibility when we are down here. We're looking for Web of Life and Destiny as well as Warrior of the Great Web. And Captain Marvel is nothing to shake our head out either. We got a Venom Blast, we got a Flip, Self-Propel Glide, a Bait and Switch, and a Def Focus. We're gonna go ahead and keep Captain Marvel. We're gonna mulligan the everything but the Def Focus. And let's see what we got. We got Bait and Switch. So there goes our 2 Bait and Switches. Pheromones is one of the better cards in the game. Inconspicuous. And Maria Hill. There she is. Okay, so we can get Maria Hill into play. Actually, we'll probably do it like this. Get Maria Hill into play. And then we would draw a card. But I really don't want to toss Captain Marvel. We'll have to see what we're doing. We'll have to see what we're doing. Okay, so Penny has a hand size of 4. Now she does have the ability called Maintenance to exhaust SPDR suit in order to draw 2 cards, but that is not part of the initial mulligans. All system go. Assess and assess. Yeah, gross. So all system goes are great because we get to search our deck and discard power for an interface upgrade, add it to our hand, and play it. Our interfaces are what, give us resources. So kind of like that. We're gonna mulligan the 2, assess the situations, hopefully get into something better. We got rapid deployment and a limitless stamina. Not anything better, but we're off to the races. Okay. Look at the top card of any deck. Might as well do our deck. That could help. It's a command team. That's not really on screen, but it's a command team. Okay, could I... I'm trying to figure out how I can cheese this, because Pheromones is really strong. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we go Maria Hill, we get to draw a card, which is a command team. Command team could play Def Focus, and Captain Marvel could play Pheromones. But I don't want to lose Captain Marvel. That's tough. That's really tough. I could use the card draw and not the Def Focus to play for pay for Pheromones. That is not as good. And then I hang on to Captain Marvel. I would like the resource generator on the table. It's kind of the short-term versus long-term benefit analysis. If I do Def Focus, and that for Pheromones, if I just don't play Maria Hill, I probably want to do this, but then I'm not playing Pheromones. I feel like passing on Pheromones is pretty tough. It's a tough ask. Okay, let's make some decisions. I think we're not going to play Maria Hill. I think I would rather have Captain Marvel because right now the setup for Jessica Drew is more important, and Captain Marvel is consistent card draw. And I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. So that being said, let's go ahead and flip up to Spider-Woman. We're going to use Bait and Switch to play Def Focus. Depth Focus and Maria Hill. We'll play Pheromones. Stun and confuse an enemy. We're going to choose Sandman. And that's a leadership card. And so I get +1 to all my stats. I'm not happy with my decisions in life, but here we are. Means we're not playing Inconspicuous or Captain Marvel. Ugh. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So we will go ahead and shovel 2 off of City Streets. Just want to get that down as low as possible. I'm not happy with my decisions, but here we are. Okay. We're going to use the action. So exhaust Spider Suit to draw 2 cards. We got a Spider-Man Auto. Ooh, nice. And a Spider-Man Hobby Brown. Okay. We will go ahead and flip up to hero form as well. So SPDR is exhausted and Spider is not. Let's use a rapid deployment to play a all systems go. We're going to search our deck and discard pile for an interface upgrade and add it to our hand. Host Spider is probably our best option here. Can we get Host Spider onto the table? We can. Or is it going to be better to get multiple interfaces on the table? Check. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to go grab not Psychic Link. Isn't there a 1? I think it's their defense one. It shows how much I play this. Oh, okay, there it is. Speed Metal Alloy. So add this to our hand and shuffle. Oh, Host Spider needs to be back in there. Okay. So this is now in our hand. We will use here to play Speed Metal Alloy. So Speed Metal Alloy is now out. We will use Speed Metal Alloy and a Spider-Man to play Spider-Man Auto. I'm not 100% sure what I was expecting to do with that. Ugh. I'm rusty. Team. That was dumb. No, we're gonna take this back. We're gonna take. We use rapid deployment to play. We're gonna get Host Spider. That's just a dumb. That's just not a smart move to do. Okay, let's get Host Spider. Okay. So we have 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so we should be fine because we used 2 cards to go grab Host Spider. This is not exhausted yet. Okay. Here I am trying to be cheeky with all my decisions, and it's just not working. Okay, let's do Limitless Stamina, Hobby, and SPDR Suit for Host Spider. Ooh, actually, this kind of works. We can use Host Spider for an all systems go to go get Speed Metal Alloy. Just my 1 cost. Just to get more resource generators on the table. And then we'll use Spider-Man Auto to play Speed Metal Alloy. So this is whenever SPDR Suit defends against an attack, exhaust Speed Metal Alloy, and it gets +2 defense for that attack. So mainly just wanted to get the resources on the table. Now we have 3 resources, so her hand size of 3 is significantly more manageable. Okay. So let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to keep Captain Marvel, but toss Inconspicuous. Actually, we may hang on to Inconspicuous. Nah, we'll toss Inconspicuous. Got Command Team. Inconspicuous, there you go. Another Pheromones, wow. And Silk. Okay, so this is going to be pretty much just a full pitch for Captain Marvel. Stand up. That's until the end of the round. SPDR suit gets 3 cards. Ghost Fighter, nice. Combat Training, and a Web Fluid Compressor. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Starting out, we're going to place 2 Threat here, taking us up to 6. Sandman is going to look at Spider-Woman, and he is stunned. Sandman is going to look at SPDR suit and is going to attack for 3. We will defend with 4. And it's 2, so we do take 1 damage, which is unfortunate because that triggers our Searching Sands. So we discard 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass out encounter cards. Got 1, 1, and an extra 1 for our first player. Spider-Woman has got a volunteer work. Alter Ego action. Spend 2 resources of any type. Remove threat from this scheme equal to your Alter Ego's recover. You cannot thwart this scheme. If your identity has the civilian trait, draw 1 card. I don't think we have any civilians. I think we're just spies. No, Penny Parker is a civilian. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no. Jessica Drew is not a civilian. And then we've got a gang up. So Sandman is going to be attacking Spider-Woman. Ooh, that's not good. Let's go ahead. I think we just have to take this to the face. It'll be 3 plus 0. So we take 3 damage. Resolve Surging Sands again. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ow. And then we got Friends and Family. This is an obligation. While in hero form, increase the resource cost of each event you play by 1. Discard 1 identity specific card from your hand. Discard this obligation. Okay. Dislike. That's tough. Okay, we'll pass our first player over here. We're going to use... What's our recovery? Dang it. I always do that. What's our recovery? Recovery is 4. So if we have 2 resources, then the Web Fluid Compressor can just get rid of this. Yeah. I don't love it. We could get rid of this earlier, but identity specific card, each event you play by 1. Okay. So that's just the event. So let's go ahead and exhaust these to play Web Fluid Compressor. Another resource for us on the table. Then we will flip to Alter Ego form. Oops. We will spend 2 resources of any type to remove threat from this scheme equal to your Alter Ego's recovery value. So that's going to be 4. And if we have the civilian trait, which we do, we get to draw a card, which is an All Systems Go. We're going to toss the All Systems Go for Friends and Family. Discard 1 identity specific card from your hand. Discard this obligation. Cool. Okay, Captain Marvel's turn. I think it's hard to justify not just dumping this hand for Captain Marvel. Let's go ahead and just do that. Got Captain Marvel on the table. We could draw a card with Captain Marvel's ability. I think we will. We'll go ahead and just thwart 2 here. We get to draw a card, which is Warrior of the Great Web. Ooh, that's a nice card right there. I think we will. I'm thinking about flipping down and letting him scheme a little bit, because I don't want to resolve this Searching Sands again. Let's go ahead and flip down. Actually, I guess before we go down, we can thwart 1 here, and then we'll flip down, and we'll take a look at the top card of. It does not matter at all. So, because we're about to draw into everything. I was supposed to put this out. I was supposed to put one of these out. We'll go ahead and do that. Back alley burglary. Surge. It doesn't surge. Victory 1 when defeated. Add this card to this victory display. Why does it have surge on it? I don't think it should. Surge is when revealed. Okay. Does it say when to reveal that card? Oh, shuffle that into the encounter deck. We'll shuffle it into the discard because it had a higher likelihood of getting discarded. Oops. Oh well. Okay. We have Warrior of the Great Web. We will hang on to that. We will stand everybody up. We've got Penny with 4, which is a web trap, a genius, assess the situation, and a toe-to-toe. Jessica's got 6. We got Warrior of the Great Web, make the call. Rapid response. Finesse, nice, 2, 4. Med team, nice. And Thwip Thwip. We're going to add 3 to the main here because of our acceleration token. Sandman is going to scheme for nothing. And then he's going to scheme with Jessica for 1. Plus 3 is 4. Ow. Okay. So we're already up to 10. Without a Justice player at the table, that could be an issue. It's probably fine. What's the worst that could happen? We'll pass out cards with Penny getting a special extra 1. Uncertain loyalties. We can exhaust Jessica Drew, remove this from the game, or place 3 threat on the main scheme, discard this obligation. We'll get that out of our deck. We got Sand Clone. X is equal to the number of sand. Counters on city streets, so now he's a 1/8. And then when defeated, resolve Surging Sands. Gross. We got a Dirt Trap. No! Dirt Trap is gonna... Dirt Trap is so tough. So Dirt Trap comes in with 1. It is a trap. Resolve the Surging Sands ability, and then resolve it again. Luckily, we only have 1 card here, so we can thwart this down with 1. And we'll lose 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll lose 11 cards. Pass back over. Jessica's not exhausted. Okay, so I would really like to play Warrior of the Great Web. I'd really like to get Finesse, and I would really like to play Med Team. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at a top card. It's a Reinforced Suit. Finesse. This Finesse generates a resource for an aspect card. If we draw into Reinforced Suit, we can drop Reinforced Suit on Captain Marvel, hang on to Med Team, and we have Warrior of the Great Web ready to go. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have Penny do volunteer work over here. Jessica is dealing with other things. Let's go ahead and flip up to Spider-Woman. We will have... Okay, so we're going to play a blue card, so we're only going to be a 2 thwart. So let's go ahead and thwart here. We defeated a side scheme, so we're going to get to remove one of those. So resolve city streets. We're going to add one and discard 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We got 1. That's going to put an acceleration token on the main scheme, which deals 3 damage to our first player. I guess it's indirect, but I'm not putting that on Captain Marvel at this point in my life. And then we're going to resolve Surging Streets again. So we're all the way up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Discarding 10 cards. Ooh. There's a lot of issues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And Dirt Trap should have been shuffled in. Let's just go ahead and we'll shuffle everything and then discard 10 just to be safe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Captain Marvel will go ahead and thwart 2 here, which will draw us into a reinforced suit. We've got a Thwip and a Rapid Response to play Finesse. Finesse can be used to play Reinforced Suit on Captain Marvel to give her +2 hit points. And then we will use Make the Call to play Warrior of the Great Web, giving us the Web Warrior trait, and then also allowing us to get a +1 attack whenever a Web Warrior ally loses play, which we should start doing soon. We have a med team, which we may pitch. We'll see, because I really want Warrior of the Great Web before it gets too far away from us. Yikes. Yeah, there's a lot of issues coming at us real quick. Okay, let's exhaust SPDR suit to draw 2 cards. We've got Psylocke and Toe to Toe. We'll go ahead and use Genius to spend the 2 to get rid of Volunteer Work. So we'll remove 1 counter from here, and we get to draw a card. The card we drew is Limitless Stamina. Also, I built these decks without thinking of Sandman's like overkill and indirect damage, so the toe-to-toe strategy does not work as well as I wanted to. So there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and flip up to hero form. And we've got 2. Actually, I guess we'll go here and here to play Web Trap. So deal 5 damage to an enemy. If you use this ping sync ratio, stun that enemy. So we'll deal 5 damage here, taking us down to 31. And stun. We've got 3 and Web Fluid to play Psylocke. Psylocke comes in with 2 psionic counters on her. And then we can use one of these, attack Sandman. She'll take a damage. We'll deal 2 damage, so we're at 31, so we'll go down to 29. Down to 29, and confuse Sandman. So we've got that going for us at least. We've got to assess the situation. We will go ahead and use Host Spider to ready. This thing is attacking for so much. It's insane. We'll play Assess the Situation for +1 hand size. And then we will... I think we're going to have to throw Psylocke in front of the Sand Clone. I should have thought about that. But... We're gonna go 3, or we're gonna shovel counters there. Okay, we'll stand up. We are not going to hang on to Med Team for Spider-Woman. I thought we may, but we are not. So we have +1 hand size with Spider Suit, so we get 4 hand size. Nick, a double combat toe-to-toe. Spider-Woman has a 5 hand size. We got Med Team. There you go. Strength. Web of Life and Destiny. There it is. Another finesse. So 2, 4, 5. Also, I have +1 here. Oh wow. Okay, so a finesse. Okay, well, Spider-Woman has a fairly decent turn coming up. We're gonna place. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're placing 3, so we go up to 11 out of 18. That's gonna be an issue. Sandman is looking over here. He is stunned. Okay. Sandman is looking here. We are going to defend with Speed Metal Alloy. So for 4, attacking for 3, +1. We take no damage, so we do not resolve Surging Sands, which is beautiful. And then we're going to block Psylocke with the Sand Clone. I guess Sand Clone's doing 8. We could technically take it. We're at 13. We would go down to 5. It's not good. She has a 4 recovery. We keep Psylocke around. Is that worth it? Probably not, but let's see what happens. I'm more interested to see what happens. So we'll take 8. Not great, but we'll see. 1, 1, 1. First up, we've got a back alley burglary. This has Surge and Victory 1. After you thwart this scheme, choose to either spend a physical resource or discard 1 card at random from your hand. This comes in with 4. This is really great because we get to see the Victory card. This surges into Calling in Favors. Rhino schemes with +2 scheme. If he's not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Rhino and put him into play. Good. Good, good, good. That's what I wanted. I wanted more Rhinos in my life. More Rhinos is... There he goes, right there at the bottom. So steady, and he gains Overkill and Piercing. 8 health. He's got to go. He cannot be allowed to live anymore. Okay. And then we got Spider-Woman. Sandstorm. Deal X indirect damage, where X is equal to the number of sand counters on city streets. So we're taking 8 indirect damage. Place 1 on Psylocke, I guess. Ah. Yikes. We'll go 1 on Captain Marvel. And then we'll go 3 and 3, I guess. This is what we would call a brutal start. Okay. Over here, we got another Sand Clone. Jeez. Okay, we're going to have to start taking out Sand Clones. So if we take out these, then we clear Public Outcry. We clear the hazard, which is nice. Okay, we'll pass this over here. Got a Web Fluid. We may actually need Web Fluid Compressor. Okay, let's go SPDR, toe-to-toe in Strength to play Nick Fury. Or spend a physical resource. When Nick comes into play, I think we're going to draw cards. We could also throw 4 here, and then we have lethal with SPDR with her attack. The other option would be to throw 2. Throw 2 with Nick. We could throw 2 with Captain Marvel and 2 with Spider-Woman. Oh, and then we have 4 here. We have 4. I think we're going to draw cards. Got 1 Helicarrier, Lockjaw, and Unshakable. Okay. Oh, we already got that. Let's go ahead and Host Spider to ready Spider Suits. We'll Web and Spider Suit to throw 4 damage here. Hmm. Ah. Okay. So we have a couple of options. But really, I mean, Helicarrier's long gameplay. I don't know if I survive this next round. I'm very worried about surviving this next round. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but here we are. Um let's go ahead and get the helicarrier out. Let's get the helicarrier out here. And we can give the helicarrier over to Spider Woman. Nick is gonna go ahead and attack 2. And Spider's gonna flip down to alter ego. Okay. Spider Woman's turn. We're gonna play Web of Life and Destiny for free. We're gonna spend a energy for a finesse. Captain Marvel is going to go ahead and take out Rhino. So she's at 4 out of 5. We get to draw a card into Jessica Drew's apartment. We will use a finesse, and a apartment for a med team. And we'll use the med team to heal 2 off of Captain Marvel. Now we have a strength. And we played a green card. So there we are. Oh, Psylocke will have just shoveled. You always have the option to shovel. Forgot about that. I can't roll down. I guess we'll thwart for 2 off of this main. Take it down to 9. We'll hang on to the strength. We'll stand up. We'll do our first player first, so we get 4 cards. Aunt May and Uncle Ben. So we can exhaust Aunt May and Uncle Ben, discard the top 2 cards of your deck, 3 instead if you're in SPDR. And then we can add each SPDR card discarded this way to our hand. Discard Ejection Protocol, exhaust each interface, set your hit point down to 6, give your identity a tough status card, and flip to alter ego form. Machine Man is here, and Web Trap is here. So pretty good stuff. I need my Web Warrior allies. That'd be great. Let's go ahead. I forgot to unexhaust all of these. Okay. And then we're gonna hang on to the strength. We're gonna draw Innovation. Nice. Make the call. Okay. The Triskelion, so 2, 4, and Self-Propel Glide. So we have... Okay. So we have some options to grab. We'll probably grab a Web Warrior from... probably, honestly, Hobby. Or Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider for Pheromone seems pretty good. Okay. Yep, we're gonna add 3 here, so we're at 9. So we'll go to 12 out of 16. Yikes. Looking here, confused, and then we'll add 2, so 14 out of 16. This could be death right here, and then we've got an attack of 3 coming in. We'll defend. So it's +1, +3. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have to resolve Surging Sands now, which is at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot to remove a counter from here when I killed Rhino, because I said if we did all of those. Let's deal out encounter cards. Penny's first card is a Friends and Family. And an Under Fire Surge. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Sand Slide. Place 2 sand counters on city streets for resolving surging sand ability. Jeez. Okay, so we're going to go up to higher. More. If at least one Sandman card is discarded this way, you are stunned. I'm guessing it is. So that's 4, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've fulfilled. We'll place another counter, which will. Oh, we can assign that out. We're gonna place the indirect damage on Nick. We're not dead yet. We're not in a good spot at all. Not in a good spot at all. Okay, so city streets needs to be taken care of very, very quickly. Okay. Next card is an advance, which probably will kill us. No, 1. We only got 1. So we're at 15. Spider-Woman has got a caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support that we control. Ooh. It's gonna be a finesse. Alrighty. We'll pass this over. And here we are. I don't know how we survived this. I'm gonna play Make the Call, Innovation, where heal 1 from Captain Marvel to go find Otto. Yeah, we'll pull out Otto. We played a blue card. I think Otto may hang out and not do anything. He may just be soaking some indirect damage for us. And so we will use him to shovel some counters. We can use Finesse to play the Triskelion. And then we can use Death Focus to play Self-Propelled Glide to ready Spider-Woman. And we will... Ooh, actually, did that out of order a little bit. Let's go Med Team to heal Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel will thwart 2 here. Which will draw us a card into a Venom Blast. That's fine. So we're ready. So we're going to go ahead and thwart 2 here. And we will flip down to Jessica Drew. We have a Venom Blast. We're going to just toss that. Okay, so Penny over here. I think we're going to Spider Suit to draw 2. Cross the Spider-Verse and Psychic Link. Psychic Link can be pretty good. We're going to toss Ejection Protocol to get rid of this. Across the Spider-Verse is going to be nice. Let's go ahead and heal for 4. We're going to go up to 6. Okay. We'll flip up. Web Fluid, Speed Metal to pay for a Web Trap to deal 5 and stun. Psylocke is going to deal 2 and stun, or and confuse. That knocks her out. I'm wondering what we need to do here. Do we want to get Machine Man out? We could go across the Spider-Verse, search our discard pile for a Web Warrior ally and put that Web Warrior into play. I have to exhaust a Web Warrior card to do that though. So I would have to ready SPDR, exhaust Spider. I don't think that's worth it. Let's go Helicarrier for Aunt May and Uncle Ben. I should have done this in Alter Ego, but here we are. We got, oh, there goes Mansion, and there goes Peter, which makes, yes, okay. We'll ready with Host Spider. We'll use these two to play across the Spider-Verse to bring Peter Parker into play. Okay. Oh, we exhausted Spider to do that. We have a block here. And I think we want to kill a Sand Clone. We're adding 4, which puts us at 15. I mean, like, we're not in a good spot at all for like what we need to be doing, but I think yeah, so we have a block here. Ooh, that's interesting. Do we take out a Sand Clone? We take out a Sand Clone. I think we do. I think we do. Or we could thwart 4 off the main. If we thwart 4 off the main, that gives us a little bit better of a chance to survive. But we'll have to use Spider-Man as a blocker, which is not ideal. But let's see how many make the calls have we seen. We've seen 1, because we could just pull Spider-Man back. We're gonna do that. I think that's the safer long-term play. So let's go ahead and thwart 2 here. So we're at 9, so we'll go down, or we're at 11, so we'll go down to 9. We'll ready Spider, and then we will thwart 2. Okay. These decks are a little slow. That's what I'm realizing. And I think that's in building, not necessarily in character. We'll stand everybody up. Jessica Jones gets 6 cards. Got Command Team, Contaminant Immunity. Ooh, that's going to be nice. There's the make the call, so I feel less guilty about chomping Peter. Genius. Warrior the Great Web. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another Contaminant Immunity. Actually, that's going to be pretty big for us. I think if we can play both of those, we'll be very happy with ourselves. And then Spider Suit gets 3. Rapid deployment, energy, and limitless stamina. Okay, so this will be nice. This will be nice. We can rapid deployment. We'll see. We will see. We're gonna add 4 to the main, which is we're going from 7 to 11. We're looking at Jessica Drew and we're confused. We're looking at Spider, we're stunned. We are going to chump Spider-Man here. This is not ideal, but this is what we have to do. Chump Spider-Man. This is over here. And we'll choose somebody to draw a card. Let me see. We got we got make the call. This gets Peter onto the table. Finesse and a command team play this. If we give one more card to Jessica Drew, she can play a second copy of Containment Immunity. That being said, we have 2 card draw here. Let's go ahead and let's give it to Spider Suit. Oh, it's Venom. Okay. Okay. That's huge. That Venom's gonna help a lot. And then we're gonna have Peter block the second one. Oh, and also, oh well, no, I guess Jessica Drew doesn't get the benefit. The attached character. So I guess technically, I think they did a route at that to say attached hero, but here we are. Okay, we're gonna give Jessica Drew the card draw just because this is 1 extra, and I don't want to be resolving that many. We got self-propelled glide. Okay, cool. This is tense. This is tense. We've got some encounter cards. Jessica Drew's first one is a sand clone. Good, good, good. And we've got a turret trap. Oh no. So many acceleration tokens. And then we've got a assault, which I think probably does it for us. I think that may be game. I don't see any way out of this. So 3, we have a blocker here. This is attacking for 8. So, I mean, one of these attack. Oh, wait, no, it's just the villain. It's just the villain. It's just the villain. We'll defend with a web fluid compressor, or actually for a speed metal alloy for 4. Deals 1 damage to us, which does resolve surging sands, which is very, very sad. So we're up to 9. Oh my gosh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to get those sand counters down. I need to get, but it's just tough. It's just tough. Okay, we'll pass this over here. And what do we got? What do we got? We got Venom. Venom could be just an excellent option for shoveling. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this should be a spider card. So if we use Aunt May and Uncle Ben, this should be a spider card. It is. Sweet. Oh yeah, SPDR's command. I forgot about that. So we deck out, we get a card. Okay. So this is exhaust an interface upgrade to draw a card, or exhaust spider command, choose and discard 1 card from your hand to ready an interface upgrade. Let's do a rapid deployment to play spider command. Oops. We will exhaust spider command, discard a energy to ready speed metal alloy. We will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Venom with 4 counters. So now her attack is 5. We will have her shovel 5 here. So we're down to 4. Okay. We will use Helicarrier to play Limitless Stamina to stand up. Venom is not a web warrior, but Oh, we're gonna get Peter as well. I'm thinking this may be the time we bite the bullet and eat all of these sand clones. Or we could go dirt trap here. Oh, Peter's not in my discard pile anymore. No, that was dumb. I should have called on the action. Ah. Okay, well, that doesn't work anymore. So let's see who we can pull out of my own discard pile. No, we could play Silk. That's not great. Oh, we could play Maria. And Maria can chump a sand clone. Maria could also take out a sand clone. Let's go ahead and attack here for 2. I think it's time to start getting rid of those. Okay. Now it's back over here to Jessica Drew. We are going to be able to play 2 Contaminant Immunities, which is going to give us a tough status card, which is not... Maybe we don't play both of them? Yeah. Let's go ahead and... Captain Marvel is going to do something. No, before we do that, let's just go make the call. Genius for Maria Hill. We'll get to draw a card, which is a Quinn Carrier. It's hard to play right now. Um, I'm trying to figure out if I want to heal. I don't think I do. I think I want to play Contaminant Immunity. We have a Chump. I'm going to try and see if I can do some negotiating over, or like pumping up of my stats and clear before we do that. So if we do Contaminant Immunity, we can just play that straight up. And then we can use Contaminant Immunity and Warrior of the Great Web to play Command Team. Then we have a 3 attack, and we feel a lot better about clearing the city, or actually these sand clones. So in that case, we're at 11 here. We're going to be placing 4, which takes us to 15. I don't like that. I don't really know what to do about that, other than we may focus here and thwart there instead. We have to take out one of these at least. Okay, I think regardless, we are going to be flipping up. And we are going to be using a Finesse and a Death Focus to play Contaminant Immunity to heal 3 and give ourselves a tough status card. And that counts as a green card. We're going to use Warrior of the Great Web and Contaminant Immunity to play Command Team. Comes in with 3 counters. We can exhaust it to ready another ally. That's a blue card. We will go ahead and exhaust the shovel here. And let's go ahead and... I guess Spider should have drawn a card. It was a limitless stamina. She could not have used it, but from Maria. Let's have Captain Marvel take out Dirt Trap. So there's another counter here. So we do 1, discard 2. Let's place another one. Discard 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we get to draw a card, which is a rapid response. Very interesting for Maria. Very, very interesting for Maria. Let's use Med Team, our last counter on Med Team, to go ahead and heal Captain Marvel. Med Team goes ahead and gets discarded. We'll command team to ready Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, I think, needs to. Maria's going to block a Sand Clone. Sandman is just going to hit us for a lot, and it's going to hurt, and we're going to be okay with that. Let's go ahead and use Quinn Carrier to play let's have Captain Marvel go ahead and thwart 2 here. Take this down to 9. We get to draw a card, which is a Hanger Bay. Not in a position to play that right now. We're going to use a Hanger Bay to play Self-Propelled Glide to ready. Maria Hill is going to kill this Sand Clone, which will remove 1 here. We will discard 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will use Spider-Woman to kill this Sand Clone, which will get rid of our Public Outcry, and discard 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Spider's going to take 3 indirect damage. It's just what we're doing at this point. We have a Quinn Carrier and a Rapid Response. Neither of them do anything for us at this point. But, I mean, that is what we are doing. Let's go ahead and we'll toss both of them. We're going to be resolving so many encounter cards. We're in so much trouble. Okay. We'll stand up. We have a Limitless Stamina, which we'll pitch over here. Spider Suit gets 3 cards. Nick, Across the Spider-Verse, and Machine Man. Interesting. Okay. And then Spider-Woman is going to get 5 cards. We deck out. I think we could be in a lot of we are just in a lot of trouble. I keep saying that, but here we are. All right, so we got, hey, look, all my spider friends are at the bottom of the deck. Med team's back. Alrighty, so that's nice. And strength. Okay. Cool. So we are going to be placing 4. So we're at 9. So we're going to go up to 13 out of 18. For some reason, I was thinking it was 16. I think I had that backwards. Okay. We are going to look here. Sandman is going to attack. We will defend with 4. Attacks for 4. We take no damage, which is huge. Sand Clone will get blocked by Maria Hill. Maria's in our discard pile now. Okay. Sandman is going to look here. We're going to just take it right to the face. So it's going to be 3 plus 0. That's going to knock our tough. And then we have another acceleration token. And we're going to take indirect damage over here. We'll take 2. We'll take 1 on Venom and 2 on Spider Suit. Okay. I'm honestly kind of surprised at how long we have survived. It's been longer than I was expecting. So that's always good, I guess. This is scary. Just like it's scary. Okay. deal out encounter cards. Spider Suit has got a threat or menace. Oh, this is gone, by the way. You may change form. If you are in hero form, place 2 threat on the main scheme. If you're in alter ego form, you cannot change form during your next turn. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. But 2 threat on the main scheme could sink us. We're gonna have to switch. We cannot change form. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, at least we get to get rid of friends and family again. Man, Penny is all about that friends and family. Spider-Woman has got a Smear Campaign. In Expert Mode, this card gains Surge. Public Outcry is in play. Place 2 notoriety counters, then remove this card from the game. If it's not in play, choose 2 threat on the main scheme. Okay, so we're up to very close to losing there. Surges into Tidal Sands. Place X additional threat here, where X is equal to the number of sand counters on city streets, so that comes in with 7. And then we've got Exhaustion, Surge, Exhaust our Identity. Into Sand Form. When you would deal any amount of damage to Sandman, discard this card instead. Resolve Surging Sands. Okay. Pass this over here. If we could get a Pheromones, we would be in some significantly good position. Okay. No, this is a hero action. Venom's not going to be able to shovel for us. That's fine. Venom can thwart like crazy. Venom can thwart 5. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so intense. Let's go. Oh, and we can use Command Team to ready Venom again. We don't have... Oh, we could play the Med Team, though. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's just go ahead and get that into play. I think that's probably... No, Spider-Man Miles can stun and confuse an enemy if we control 3 Web Warrior cards, which we will. That's big. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 off the main. And we'll get to draw a card. Information is good. Rapid response is okay. We will use Finesse, Strength, and a Spider-Man Noir. No, and a Rapid Response. To play Spider-Man Miles. We control 3 because we have Jessica, Web of Life and Destiny, and now Spider-Man. So Spider-Man comes in, stun and confuse Sandman. Okay. We will use Command Team to ready Captain Marvel. Mainly, I do want to get Med Team in play. Which, like, Spider UK could just take out the Sand Clone on a defend. Which isn't... Ooh, Spider UK... Is that a better play than Med Team at this point? Ah, so many fun questions. Let's give Helicarrier over here and we'll play Spider UK. We'll get Spider UK on the table. And this will allow us to no, Sandclone's not attacking, but that's actually fine. I'm okay with that. So here, let's go ahead and shovel 4. We played a protection card. We will go ahead and thwart 2. We'll draw a card into Self-Propelled Glide. Oh, sweet. Def Focus to play Self-Propelled Glide to stand up. We have 2. What do we want to do with our lives? I think Tidal Sands is pretty nasty. We are stunned and confused here. So I'm not super concerned that we will threat out. We can also have Venom. No, I think we're going to take 2 here. Okay, that is Spider Woman's turn. Over here, we have got Penny. I guess we'll just heal for 4. Um, Ant-Man, Uncle Ben. Discard the top 3 and add. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. They're all hero actions, though, which is very sad because we cannot flip. But we will toss a. Yeah. We'll toss an all systems go to get rid of this. We will. I think we're going to play. Yeah, we're definitely playing Nick. Let's go ahead and toss these 4 to play Nick Fury. Venom will go ahead and thwart for 5 here to clear Tidal Sands. Nick will go ahead and thwart this down to 9. And that is the turn. Wait, I didn't do anything with Nick, did I? I could remove 3 threat from a scheme, or I could draw cards. I think it may be better. It honestly may be better to. We're gonna remove 3 threat from here. It's not a thwart, so we get to. We don't have to discard the card. So we're at 9. We're adding 5, so we're going up to 14 out of 18. We're gonna play. We're gonna put this back. This is not doing this. This is not doing any harm. We're gonna take 3 off of here. Take that down to 6. Okay. Now let's stand up. Next turn we can come up, which is going to be very exciting. Okay. Jessica gets 5 cards. We got Contaminant Immunity, big. Self-Propelled Glide. Energy, so many resources. Yikes. Penny gets 4 cards. Got Psylocke again, beautiful. Limitless Stamina. There's Auto, and then there's Assess the Situation. Nice. So we're going to add 5. Take that up to 11. Sandman is stunned here. Sandman is confused there. Sandclone is going to add 1. This is gone. So we're only resolving 2 encounter cards. Oh, good. We got Rhino back. Good. And loose ends. Searching counter deck, discard pile, set aside area for a copy of your obligation, then reveal it. Okay. During that reveal, if you change to alter ego form, discard 1 random card from your hand. Good thing we're already in alter ego. So you can flip to alter ego form to choose to exhaust Penny Parker to remove this from the game, or choose and discard 1 interface upgrade you control and discard this obligation. We will exhaust Penny and remove that from the game. Not sure if it will come back or not, but okay. This is stupid rhinos here. Okay, how many web warriors do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So on a defend here, we do 4 and it's an interrupt, so damage doesn't go through. But let's look over here. Nick is gone. Do we draw cards? Probably. Cards is good. Ejection Protocol and Genius. And then we will flip to Hero Form. We will have Spider UK go ahead and shovel here, because he's just going to be defending. Let's use Web Fluid Compressor and Speed Metal Alloy to play Spider-Man. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, ready an upgrade you control. If it has the tech, which will ready Web Fluid, we get to draw a card. Also, we totally should have done this when we're down. Here we are. All systems go and a strength. We have a lot of all systems go at this point, which is pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and... Is there a way that we can just do like 1 damage to Sandfarm? I don't think so. I think we're all... We have too much damage. We have too much damage on hand. Let's use a host spider to ready spider suit. We have a defend and deal 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we do 4 damage, which is a attack with Web Fluid Compressor, we have set this up to kill in the villain stage, so we're good here. Oh heck, let's just do that now. Attack and deal 4 damage here. We will use a... What does Spider-Woman's turn look like? Oh yeah, she has so much money. Let's use a Helicarrier to play an all systems go. So choose to ready each interface or search your deck and discard pile for an interface. We're going to ready each interface. Okay. We've got a... I'm honestly thinking about having Venom thwart for 5 off the main, just to get that ready. That Sand Clone needs to go at some point. Do we have a good option for the Sand Clone? Do we just have 3 damage? We don't. Host Spider, ready Spider suit. We'll go ahead and attack with 4. We'll take out the Sand Clone. We'll place a counter here. We'll use Spider-Man to remove the counter to shovel the counter off. We got a Speed Metal Alloy, SPDR, and Genius to play a Psylocke. She comes in with 2 counters. Okay. She will go ahead... Yeah, she's going to go ahead and do this. Okay, actually, hold up. When Psylocke attacks an enemy, remove 1 counter. That's going to kill Sandfarm. Because the interrupt kills Sandfarm. Confuse the enemy and deal 1 damage to it. So confuse, and then 1 damage does go through. Okay. And then she'll take a damage. We will use an ejection protocol to play an all systems go to ready each interface upgrade we control. Yeah. Spider is so much fun. Let's go ahead and do this to exhaust here to draw a card, which is a web trap. That's huge. That is absolutely huge right there. So let's go ahead and go Web Fluid, Speed Metal Alloy. Oh wait, actually we only have to do, if you pay for this card, using a resource. So actually let's keep this. Let's use a Limitless Stamina to play Web Trap. We have one here. I forgot about that. Why do we have one there? I don't think we did the Surging Sands from that. Okay, so there's the Web Trap. So 5 damage. Takes us down to 16 and stuns. Okay. We have Host Spider to ready, and then we will attack with 4, which will take us down to 12. We got Assess the Situation for +1 hand size. Spider Woman. I picked 2 very complex characters to play. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Actually, you know what? We will go ahead and have Venom knock 5 off the main, which will take Venom out. It's a little unfortunate, the timing around that, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and use... Oops. Captain Marvel only has 1 health left. I don't know if I actually want to kill her off. Let's use a Genius to play Contaminant Immunity. That's going to heal me for 3 and give me a tough status card. Okay. Which is great because we'll be stunned and then run into tough. Yeah, that's green. Is it time for Captain Marvel to go? We haven't seen any of our... Yeah, we're gonna have Captain Marvel go ahead and buy. Mainly because we don't really have a great hand, so we might as well see what we can draw into. We're gonna have Captain Marvel thwart here. We'll toss Jessica Drew's apartment. And that knocks Captain Marvel out of the picture, and we get to draw into a Venom Blast. Nice. Okay. We got Finesse and Defocus to play Venom Blast to deal 5 damage to Sandman. And that's a aggression card, so now we're up to 3. We will go ahead and... Damage is good. Take this down to 4. We'll use energy for self-propelled glide to stand up, and then we will thwart, because a basic activation with Spider Suit kills Sandman, so we'll go ahead and thwart this down to 4. Miles will shovel. Stand up. So many cards to stand up, but that's the good stuff. We have Assess the Situation for Spider, so we get 4 cards. Go Spider, Lockjaw, Unshakable, and Toe to Toe. Okay, oops, forgot to stand up my allies. Spider Woman gets 5 cards. We got Bait and Switch, Quinn Carrier, Warrior of the Great Web, Hanger Bay, so 2, 4. Command Team. Okay, we're gonna add 5. Sandman is going to he's going to attack. Sandman's going to attack. We'll let him run it into our face. +2. Knocks the tough. Right. Rhino is going to attack. We will defend with Spider UK, which will deal 4 damage to Rhino, taking him out before he has the chance to attack. Okay. Pass out encounter cards. Got Sand Clone. And we've got Common Criminal Surges into Calling in Favors. We have to go find Rhino again. Jeez. Rhino's coming. Rhino's coming for us. Okay. Okay, we'll pass. I may use the common criminal ability. Oh, I don't have a physical resource. Dang it. What is Spider Woman doing with her life? It's a great question. First off, we're gonna finesse for a hangar bay. That gives me there. Let's go everything but Quinn Carrier to play command team, which gives me a blue. Okay. We will. I didn't do a red, sorry. So we're at 3. So we'll do another defend here. I guess we'll just go ahead and kill the common criminal. At some point, we've got to push Sandman. Honestly, we may push Sandman and just see what we can do. I mean, Ghost Spider. Mm. Let's go ahead and call on an action Ant-Man Uncle Ben. We've got a toe-to-toe and a combat training, so we don't get to draw either of those cards, unfortunately. Okay. I'm thinking about just pushing Sandman and seeing what happens. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? Okay. I think we're just gonna go ahead and yeah, it's so tough to, especially with Rhino out here. Rhino stinks. Let's go ahead and just attack 2 on Rhino. Or Miles. Spider suit. It's turn. We are going. Ooh, we have a helicarrier. Actually, you know what? No, it's not worth it. Okay. Over here, we've got. Oh, Spider Man attack Rhino to deal 2. That's going to kill Spider Man, which will trigger Web of Life and Destiny, which we will draw a card, which is combat training. Interesting. Okay. We have a defend kill here. This is attacking us for probably 2, which will be fine. Does he go to 4? No, he just goes to 3 and overkill. Okay. Helicarrier and Speed Metal. That's 2. And Lockjaw will play Ghost Spider. So after she leaves play, search your deck for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand, then shuffle. Okay. We got SPDR, and toe to toe to play combat training. Give us a +1 attack over here. We're now at 3 attack. We can go to 5 attack. We will thwart here for 2. We'll discard Unshakable. That's a victory point. We will ready Spider Suit. Honestly, I think we're gonna thwart 2 here. We're gonna be lame again and not push. Thwart 2 there. Ghost Spider will go ahead and deal 2 here. Take a damage. I think we'll have. Yeah, okay. Actually, I guess we will Spider Command this Web Fluid Compressor to draw into a Psychic Link. We'll hang on to that. All right, stand up. Actually, should someone have gone down? We will have Spider Suit go down to Alter Ego. Because the villain is confused. It's Psychic Link, Mansion, Hobby, and Toe to Toe. And we'll stand up everybody over here. Nope. We got a Quinn Carrier. We're going to toss the Quinn Carrier. We're going to draw into a Finesse, a Silk, and Make the Call. Bait and Switch. That's 4. And a Venom Blast. Alrighty, we got some damage. Okay. We're going to place 5 here, so that takes us up to 10. Sandman is going to attack Spider-Woman. We have 3 defense. I don't know. I think so now what I'm thinking, now what I'm wondering is do we block with Ghost Spider over here? No, Ghost Spider, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so we got 3. We will take it. It's going to be 3. Reveal this card, so next amount of damage gets nulled. We take 3 damage, which I guess is indirect. So we'll go 3 right there. No, we'll keep 1 off Spider-Man, and we'll go 3 on Spider UK, and then we don't resolve Searching Sands. Rhino's going to attack. We will defend, deal 4 damage to Rhino. We'll come over here. We'll be confused. We'll add 1. We will pass out encounter cards. First one being Sand Slide. Place 2 sand counters on city streets and resolve its Surging Sand ability. So that's going to be 2, 3. We'll discard 3. 1, 2, 3. And I am stunned. Cool. Cool. Penny has got a Shadows of the Past. So we've got a giant monster attack. As an additional cost to thwart this scheme, you must spend a lightning resource. Comes in with 4 and a crisis. We got Morbius. Force response after the engaged hero generates any number of resources, deal an equal amount of damage to that hero. That's 6. That's a 6 damage right there. Okay. We got a crisis. Okay. It is Penny's turn. We have a toe-to-toe. Hmm. Okay. Let's do this. Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Discard 3. Oh, none of them. Yikes. Okay. This is a much longer game than I was expecting. I should have known that was Spider-Man. I should have probably done that. We got a spider suit to draw us 2 cards, assess the situation, and across the Spider-Verse. We don't have. We're about to have some. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. Um, we'll go ahead and flip up to hero form. Host Spider will ready. We will attack for 2 here. We will Helicarrier, not generate a resource, but discount toe to toe. We're going to choose this to attack us. So he's attacking for 2. We're going to block with Ghost Spider. So when she leaves play, search your deck for an identity specific event and add it to your hand. We're going to grab a, I was going to say all systems go, but Web Trap is also really good. We'll take a Web Trap. A couple other things happen. We get to draw a card for somebody. And Jessica Jones gets +1 attack. And we deal 5 damage here. Okay. Someone gets to draw a card. I feel like that's going to be Spider Suit. Spider Woman. Make the call could be pretty good, but I mean, like, just do we have Maria? Maria is in our Discord file over here. Nice. We're gonna give it to Spider Suit. Oh, it's Venom. Oh my goodness, it is Venom. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's call on an action over here. We'll go finesse and a bait and switch to play make the call for Maria. Maria comes in, everyone gets to draw a card. Got inconspicuous. And Spider's got assess the situation. Fortunately, we don't have a really good way to get rid of this thing. We're just going to do this. It's going to be ping 1. Actually, hold on. Can we get rid of... We'll go ahead and get exhaust to get rid of 2 here. We are about to see some cool stuff happen, and I am pumped for it. This goes off. This goes here. We will go discard 2. And confuse. Okay. I wish we had... We can play Spider-Man. We could also bring Ghost Spider back if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and do... Let's go Spider Command. We will choose and discard 1 card from your hand. We're going to do assess the situation to ready Host Spider. We're going to exhaust all 4 of these to play Venom with 4 counters. Venom is now at 5/5. We're going to use Avengers Mansion, assess the situation, and a Psychic Link to play Spider-Man. Also, Psylocke is dead. I really wish we had one more resource, but here we are. Spider-Man is going to go ahead and attack one here, which will push Sandman to stage 3. Comes in with 19 per player, so 38. Place one surge counter on city streets and resolve surging sands. So it's going to be 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Got 1 damage here. Is there anything I can do to get a card over to Spider Suit? I don't think there is. Let me put, what did I say, 38? All right, we will go ahead and thwart this down. Spin a web trap. Spider or Venom takes the damage. So that gets rid of this. Okay. We will call in an action for command team to ready Venom. We will attack for 5. We will command team to ready and attack for 5 more. That's going to knock Venom out. And Venom, she is not a... No, she is not a web warrior. Okay. Oh, I should have Hanger Bait with Spider UK. Here we are. Okay. So we have Spider Suit. We're pretty happy with that. Okay, let's go over here to Spider Woman. Spider Woman is stunned, which is very, very sad. We'll just go ahead and get rid of the stun. We'll thwart 2 here. Take this down to 9. We'll go Finesse and Def Focus for a Venom Blast to deal 5 damage to Sandman. And then we'll use a Silk to play Inconspicuous to remove 3. And that is our turn. She has 4 attack right now. Ah, that's so sad to waste that, but it's fine. Okay. We will drop it back down. Ready up, everybody. Got Across the Spider-Verse. Ooh, do we hang on to Across the Spider-Verse? Could be interesting. I think we do. We're going to hang on to Across the Spider-Verse. We draw 3 cards. All systems go and assess the situation. Huge, 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 huge. And then Spider-Woman over here has got Make the Call, Whip, Innovation, Pheromones, nice, and a Rapid Response. Okay. Spider-Woman, we will have had her go down to Alter Ego. There's no reason for her not to have done that. So we drew another Pheromones. Okay. Yes. So we're going to place 5 here. So we go up to 11. Sandman is going to attack with Overkill. We're going to block with Maria. If your identity takes any... I was hoping it was said if your hero... No, we'll block with Spider-Man. So Spider-Man will block So it's going to be 3 plus 0. So 1 damage rolls over. We'll resolve Surging Sands. Discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forced interrupt takes place before the interrupt. A Web Warrior card left play. So we get to choose someone to draw a card, which is going to be Spider Suit. Okay. And we discard the top 3 cards and deal damage equal to the boost icon. 0, 1, 3. Okay. So so that's 4 total. We're at 23, so we're going to go down to 19. Okay. Sand Clone is now attacking for 5. That's not great. Oh, Spider UK. That was my plan. Sand Clone will attack for 5. Got this here. We'll discard 6, which is just 2. So we got another acceleration and 3 indirect damage to Spider Suit. Okay, we only have 19 damage to do, which is not out of the realm of possibility. Oh, Hangar Bay will ready Spider UK. Because that's the entire combo right there that I've been trying to play. Okay, okay. Deal out encounter cards. Spider Suit gets energy drain. When revealed, hero choose to either spend 2 lightning resources or take 3 damage. Oh, perfect. Energy. Jessica Drew, Dirt Trap. We'll see if we actually even need to care about that. Also, Sandman was confused against me. I don't think I actually walked through the steps of that. Oh, that was Dirt Trap. Then Now or Never. Win reviews. Place 1 acceleration token on, or exhaust a character you control and spend 1 resource of any type. We will exhaust a character, which will be Miles, and spend a resource of any type. We'll toss 1 of the pheromones. Okay. Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance. We're going to pass this over here. We've got a lot of... It's 19 damage. It can't be that hard, right? We will... I guess we'll take a look at the top card of my deck. Self-Propelled Glide. That's not too bad right there, actually. So let's go ahead and flip up to Spider-Woman. Ah! Oh my goodness. 19 shouldn't be that hard to do, right? Let's go. Let's call on an action for Spider Suit. Let's go ahead and use Ant-Man Uncle Ben. We don't get either of those cards. Let's use Speed Metal and Spider to play Across the Spider-Verse. So exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. Search your deck and discard pile for a... Or search your discard pile for a Web Warrior and put it into play. I think Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's actually the only one. Oh, we have Ghost Spider. No, Spider-Man's higher damage potential. And then we can spend 3 resources over here to do the same thing. Do we want to do that? I want to get Maria Hill back. So Maria Hill, make the call, and finesse. So I could toss these 3 to get a Web Warrior. Which, do we have any? It's that's probably not worth it, actually. So let's not do that. Okay. So we called on that action, so we're good there. Back over here to Spider. Let's go ahead and have Maria just attack 1 here. She's going to go to the discard pile. We will use Make the Call with a Finesse and an Innovation. to pull Maria back, and we're gonna heal one from, I guess, Spider UK, and everyone gets to draw a card. I played a blue card, and Spider gets a toe-to-toe. We may sacrifice Spider over here. No, because we get extra stuff if we don't have side schemes or minions or none of that stuff. Two acceleration tokens, which we did not do. That was absolutely bad. Maria comes back in. We'll attack for 2 here. Take 2 there. Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm going to use Pheromones and Rapid Response to play Thwip Thwip. So deal 1 damage to a Web Warrior character you control. That's going to be Spider UK. Is it? Could be Spider-Man. Spider UK is 4 damage at Sandman. I actually don't know if we need it, though. Yeah. Yeah, because the stun will not happen. So we'll deal 1 damage to Spider UK and place 2 stun status cards. That also gets me a green card. So we'll stun here. And trigger a Warrior of the Great Web. Web of Life and Destiny. We're going to give that card over here to Spider Suit, which is a strength. Okay. So we're going to attack for 3. Puts us at... We'll have Maria go ahead and thwart Dirt Trap, which will discard 2, 4, 6, 7, 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. That's really just to get that extra money. Actually, no, she attacked for 4 because I have Warrior. Not the extra money, the extra experience. We'll Def Focus Self-Propelled Glide to ready and attack for 4 more, which will take us down to 8. Oh yeah, we definitely have this game. That wasn't even... Yeah, absolutely. Host Spider to ready, Spider Suit. We will attack for 5, take us down to 3. Do we get bonus XP if we have no threat on the main? No threat on the main scheme. Can we get rid of 11 threat? Seems like a lot. Can't believe I'm thinking about this. So Spider Command, we will toss a toe-to-toe to ready Host Spider. Host Spider will ready, will thwart 2, takes us down to 9. I really don't think we're going to get there. Spider-Man will thwart 2, take 2. Helicarrier will play All Systems Go, which will ready everything. No, we're not. So we can thwart 2. No. Okay. Well, we'll just ready, and then we will attack with the Web Fluid Compressor to deal enough damage for the victory. That was way longer than I was expecting. I don't know. That was intense. Maybe, I think, I don't know. I have no idea if that was... I think it was a little bit on the scenario. I don't want to change up the decks too much, just because I'm curious, because that was the first time I played. We'll see how it plays against Venom, who is next up. But, oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness. Huh. Nice. Okay. Let's see what we got. Whew. Using the condition section, calculate the total reputation value. Then mark that number of nodes starting in the topmost unmarked node going subsequent. In the campaign log, if a campaign community service side scheme is in the victory display, it is. Record its section, which we will do, and then record each remaining hit point. So 7 and 2. 2 is really, really rough for Spider. Okay. So let's see how many points we get. This is a fun scenario or fun campaign in this sense. So plus X for victory points in the or up here. So we get 2. No minions in play is 3. No side schemes in play is 4. No threat on the main scheme. We don't do that. Fewer than 1 acceleration token in play. We did not do that because we have a lot. And then no feuded identities, so that's 5. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to deal 3 campaign shield tech upgrades at random to a player. That player may choose one to add to the deck for the remaining campaign. Record that card's title in their shield tech section of the campaign log, then return the others to the collection. Cards chosen this way do not count towards the minimum or maximum deck size. Repeat this process for each player. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got, here are our shield techs. And it's not the enhanced side, it's just the normal side. Okay, so we will shuffle this up. We'll give Spider the first choice. So we got Impact Dampening Suit. Your identity gets +2 hit points. Hero Interrupt. When the villain phase begins, spend 1 resource of any type until the end of the phase. Reduce the amount of damage your hero takes from each enemy attack by 1. Your hero gets -1 attack. You get +1 defense and gain Retaliate 1 and Steady. And then after a minion or side scheme enters play, attach Risk Navigator to it. When the attached card is defeated, draw 1 card. I don't like wave bracelets. Impact Dampening Suit is not horrible. It's +2 hit points, taking us up to 16. We can spend 1 resource. I kind of like the Risk Navigator. Drawing cards is good. So we'll add these back, and then we will do Spider-Woman. We got 3. We got 2 of the same. We're gonna cycle one of those. Okay. We got Impact Dampening Suit. We know what that is. You get -1 thwart. Your hero gets +1 attack, and your hero's basic attacks gain overkill. That's interesting. Your hero's basic thwart power can only be remove threat from the scheme with the most threat, and we get +1 thwart, and we can ignore the crisis icon. Ooh, interesting. I think honestly here, Laser Goggles. Laser Goggles is interesting because we get +1 attack, so we're at 0, 1, 1. But the idea is to kind of get, 4 to 5 now attack. And if we have overkill, that can be pretty significant. Okay, so Laser Goggles. During step 13 of the game setup, each player may take 1 additional mulligan, so that's good to know. We choose 1 Osborne Tech attachment at random. Go ahead and find those. And record its name in the Osborne Tech section of the campaign log. Ionic Boot Surge attached to the villain. After the attached villain attacks and damages your identity, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. Spider can probably do that fairly well. And then place 1 additional threat per player on the main scheme. And that is the end of game 1. Wow, that was a lot more. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I don't know if the decks worked as well as I wanted them to together. But we may just see how it progresses. I'm not going to change anything, I don't think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try it one more time. Sandman is interesting with that indirect damage, and honestly, my entire shtick of using the bait and switches and the toe to toes does not really work with Sandman, but it could with Venom, who also has overkill, which could be bad. Anyways, we will see. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. I appreciate you watching. This was a long video. I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know. But thanks for hanging out. I'll see you around. Peace.